Hey, it's me, J.Evans, with a serious exclusive, baby. Have y'all been following the R. Kelly trial? Some of y'all have, and some of y'all haven't. My apple pies, those are my subscribers, have been reaching out to me, blowing up my DM. Boom, on Instagram saying, hey, talk about this. Some of y'all even emailed me. Now, y'all know my contact information is listed below if you need to give me something. Y'all said, talk about this. They say, ask for it and you shall receive, baby. Y'all about to receive it because we are taking an in-depth, exclusive at R. Kelly in the trial. We're going to look at the marriage to Aaliyah, allegedly, baby. The annulment. Y'all, I even got clips. Y'all know I like to show y'all what I'm talking about. I got clips. I got pictures. I even got a picture of the alleged marriage license, okay? We're going to take a look at Andrea Kelly, Drea. She likes being called Drea. That's her nickname. Y'all know we give everybody a nickname. Bam! Blew it up, baby. And we're going to take a look at Lewis. Who is Lewis? Y'all might want to know. Lewis is the man that allegedly has a 10-year relationship with R. Kelly. And also, we are going to take a look. I got his picture, too, of the physician, R. Kelly's physician, Chris McGarth. Chris, I got your picture, too. Now, if you are not one of my apple pies, that is my subscribers, baby. Go ahead and subscribe. You might not come across me again. It's a billion, cajillion damn people here on YouTube, okay? Let me spice up your life. Now, before we roll into that, let me give this disclaimer. All topics are alleged and allegedly. I don't know if everything is true. I don't know if everything is false, but guess what? I don't need you coming for me saying, oh, J.Evans, I'm going to sue you. Before we roll, it's alleged and allegedly, baby, because I don't own anything. The only thing I own outright, baby, is this oil and this vinegar. Y'all see these bottles of oil and vinegar? So if you want these, baby, have at it. You can have the oil because there's a little bit more left in the vinegar. I need all that. Now, when it get down to the bottom, like this little taste right here, you can have it, baby. So I got my clips. We're going to talk about it. As a matter of fact, let's get into, to kick it off, baby, to kick it off, this one from Gail and R. Kelly.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see Kelly with that? Y'all killing me with this. No, you killing us with that. Sit down because that suit is too damn tight. And I know that's why you up screaming and hollering and carrying on acting a fool with Gail King. Because had that been J.Evans interviewing you, I wouldn't even... Gail was calm when she hit that robber. Kelly, sit your... Let's talk about it. That's right, y'all. It's me, J.Evans, and it's time for us to talk the talk. Now, this is according to CourtTV.com. Jane Doe, number 5, said Kelly once addressed his marriage to Aaliyah during a Ask Me Anything conversation. The defendant had expressed to all of us that Aaliyah was pregnant and needed a certificate to possibly get an abortion. Do y'all think Aaliyah was pregnant with R. Kelly's baby? Now, Jane Doe went on to say, aside from her parents, the only person who could go with her was a spouse. The young woman, unidentified woman, testified in court. Now, if you remember from back in the day, Vibe magazine, y'all remember Vibe? It was like the black version of Rolling Stone. Bam! They had the cover for the December-January issue with R. Kelly on the cover that said the sex, the soul, the sales, and the scandalous marriage to teenage superstar Aaliyah. If you didn't see it, sit back, relax. J.Evans has you covered. I got the magazine, I got the marriage license, and then I got them both in their own words discussing their relationship. We're going to examine those words. Let's get into it.
What is the deal with you and R. Kelly? Are you all married or not?
No, I'm not married. Robert's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. He's a great producer, great artist who I do admire, and there's nothing there.
that the two had secretly married.
You tried to hide that at some point, that you didn't get married, but you did, right?
I vowed that I would not even discuss any of the past, any negative things about Aaliyah. So my memories of Aaliyah
But that's not a
very
negative
talented
thing,
girl.
though, that you loved her, is it?
Oh, I already said I loved her.
Okay, so y'all just saw that marriage license. Y'all just heard R. Kelly say he loved Aaliyah. Now, y'all also heard Aaliyah say, no, she was not married to R. Kelly, but the interviewer did not ask the question the right way. Now, if J.Evans was interviewing Aaliyah, and I do like to do interviews, if you haven't seen it, look under my playlist, baby. It's Divas of Music with me interviewing famous female singers and also reality stars under my regular interview folder. Yes, that was a shameless plug, baby. Now let's get back into it. If I would have interviewed her, that was kind of open-ended. When they said, are you married to R. Kelly? She said, no. She wasn't lying. She wasn't married to him then, but then a good interviewer would have said, have you ever been married to him? And guess what? I got an example because I like to just show y'all that I'm not just shooting off the cuff, baby. I like to show y'all what the hell I'm talking about. Let's take a look at somebody asking the right way and her not answering the question all the way with the follow-up. Check this out.
Truth to your marriage, or was that just...
Well, I will answer the question for people who want to know I am not married.
Were you ever, or...
Well, I'm not going to really add fuel to the...
Now, y'all saw Aaliyah say, we're not going to add fuel to the fire. That is not answering the question. That is avoiding the question. Now, stop. Because y'all might be like, well, what? Okay, you got it. But let me tell you why she really couldn't answer that then. Because of the backlash. Because of all the stuff she had endured. Now, the records of them being married, the marriage was annulled, allegedly, and sealed by her parents because she was underage. So that was scandalous. Like, I remember that time period, people were mad at her. You had, I had girls my age that I was in school with mad, grown women mad at her. So the backlash of that was so severe. When she was about to drop this second album, people were like, is she gonna be able to make it? Because of the scandal, they had to just sort of deny it. Now, we do know that her mother, her father is deceased, her mother and her brother are over her estate. They don't speak out about it. The minister that married them, however, and this is via CNN, Nathan Edmonds, 73, a Chicago ordained minister, married them. Now, he said that they had on like matching jogging outfits, okay? He married them. He said, I didn't think it was anybody special. I didn't understand it at all. They were wed in a hotel in Rosemont, Illinois, baby. Okay, so that was back then. Aaliyah at the time was 15. Kelly was 27, and that marriage was annulled. Now, a lot of people say, where were the parents? Now, allegedly, her mom and dad were the managers. Now, her uncle, that she was signed to his label, he had a distribution deal through Jive, the record label. R. Kelly was on. Barry Hankerson, that used to be married to Gladys Knight, was her, the record head. He continued to be R. Kelly manager into around the 2000s. Now, ain't that something? Yeah. Now, I just know if it's me and you, my child, baby, I'm gonna be like the Police and Sting when they had that song, every breath you take, every move you make, you underage, baby. You gonna be walking, I'm gonna be full circle. You not gonna be able to get out of my sight, especially around the grown people. Stranger danger. Ain't that what they say on Dora the Explorer? Stranger danger.
Married to R. Kelly for 13 years. You've been divorced for 10. Why come out now?
Because it's about saving lives.
Wondering about you. Do you like teenage girls?
When you say teenage, how are we talking?
Girls who are teenagers.
Y'all heard Drea say she's come forward because she's trying to save lives. Now, a lot of people are like, Drea, did you know this was going on? Drea's like, no, I didn't. Now, a lot of people say that mansion they were in was dubbed the Chocolate Factory. That was in Olympia Fields. Drea is saying she didn't know anything about this. Now, he had these women, if y'all watch Surviving R. Kelly, scared to come out of the room, baby. So maybe that was the situation with Drea. Now, y'all did also see a piece where the interviewer asked him, do you like teenage girls? And his response was, how young are we talking? Okay, well, apparently the teenage girls weren't the only one he liked. He liked the boys too. Now, this is via CNN. A man identified only as Lewis testified in court. Now, Lewis said he was working at McDonald's. Now, y'all know during the Surviving R. Kelly on Lifetime, they said that it was a certain McDonald's in Chicago that he liked to frequent. So maybe Lewis was working at this McDonald's. Kelly pulled up in the Maybach, okay, and gave Lewis his number. Now, Lewis was 17. He was an aspiring rapper. Now, that's a pattern that Kelly has, like, I can help you get in the music industry. Now, he began a relationship with Kelly that lasted 10 years until 2019. He did cooperate with the feds because they had a case on him, and he did a plea deal for attempted bribery. Now, they say he was trying to bribe a witness in the R. Kelly case. So ain't that something, apple pies, that Kelly just wasn't after the girls, but the guys as well. Now, if you read the book, Daddy's Little Freak, a victim wrote a book about Kelly and his escapades. Now, I'm not going to get into all of it into this video because it's too much even for J.Evans, but I thought the book was a good read. It wasn't long. It was online for free. I think it was pulled off, but y'all, I don't even know how the hell this man had time to make music with all these sescapades and escapades. And a girl grandmother had raised her. She had to escape from him, trying to get in the house. She had to break into the house, go into the house. She reads a letter left to her saying, your grandma died. She left you the house. She tried to get in contact with you. She couldn't because you was with R. Kelly, baby. It is too much. When I say it is too much, it's too much, baby. Now, let's get into the doctor. Oh, yes, J.Evans has the doctor. Let's look at the doctor. Okay, so that was him in his doctor, okay? Now, I had to, because y'all know I like digging up this stuff, baby. Like, I'm on Perry Mason's, Charlie's Angels, Shaft R3, even the one where Shaft goes to Africa, baby. You know I like acting like I'm a detective and finding my facts. Now, this is what I did find, baby. Now, about the doctor, let's go to it. Wait a minute. Give me a minute, baby. I'm flipping the pages. Okay, now, this is via CNN, where Kelly's physician of 25 years, Chris McGarth, testified and said his treatment of the singer's genital herpes after prosecutors alleged Kelly knowingly infected multiple people with the incurable sexually transmitted disease. This is what that doctor had to say. In June, he told the singer, inform your sexual partners so they can make a decision whether or not to have sex with you. The doctor McGarth also said that Kelly or his associates would frequently call him for more refills of Valtrex that's used to treat herpes at Walgreens pharmacy. Quote, it was so often I had memorized the number to that Walgreens, he said, and recited the phone number in court. Bam! Dr. McGrath then blew it on up, baby. Like, bam, like a pop-up book. So, Kelly, you was out here calling in that many prescriptions on your entourage. It's too much, baby. Now, they also said, I got this via consequences.net, that R. Kelly was trying to sell his music catalog because y'all know he's been hit with so many lawsuits and his fees for his lawyers. Now, this is via that site. They said an anonymous asset buyer passed on the catalog in 2019 and told Billboard magazine, we wouldn't go near with a 10-foot pole. Bam! They done blew it on up, baby. Now, this trial, Kelly pleaded not guilty to the charges with racketeering, kidnap, forced labor, and sexual exploitation of a child. He also has an indictment of violating the Mann Act by coercing and transporting women and girls across state lines in illegal sexual activity far back as 1999. Now, these indictments are in Illinois, Connecticut, California, and New York, and an indictment of exposing one person to a STD that we talked about without disclosing it, baby, that his doctor told the truth about. Now, of course, people are not allowed in that courtroom. There are 12 jurors that are. Those are the only people and 6 alternates. The media will not be allowed there. The media and people will be able to view it. It's streamed into a separate room. Bam! Blew it on up, baby, like a pop-up book. So, y'all asked for it, apple pies. I gave it to y'all. It was so much stuff. I had to edit this video down 3 goddamn times, baby, because I was running my mouth and trying to run in the clips, and it might be a part 2, so we got to stay tuned to see what happens. Now, also, Sparkle niece, y'all remember Sparkle the singer? She sung Be Careful With Him. That's what set this off. She testified in court. She said her family stopped speaking to her because she testified. Now, remember, Surviving R. Kelly came on Lifetime. I don't think if it had been for that, we would not be where we're at right now, because a lot of times if you are other brown skin, they don't even take you seriously about these allegations. If you have not gotten a chance to see that, Surviving R. Kelly, I think it's on Netflix. You can also probably go to On Demand and watch it. But baby, this whole topic and all this took me through in and throughout, because it was so much stuff. Y'all, we talked the talk. Now it's time to walk the walk. That's it, and that's all, America. Good night and goodbye. And if you got children, do not turn your children out. If they want to be in entertainment to the world, and just let them run loose with somebody you don't know, stand behind your children, because it only takes one time for somebody to do something that can change their life forever. Bye, y'all.